Yo, yo, what's good, people? I'm so excited, man. It's been a crazy last few weeks. It's been nuts. It's been crazy. I had the Brandon Valley engagement, and then Kellerland went out there and they covered the segment. They covered the first assembly, and then they ran the story, the Iron Kellerland Wednesday night. So it's kind of been a crazy week. I'm excited, though. Very excited. A lot of new things going on. Obviously, y'all know who I am, Bobby Jones, a.k.a. Bobby Bugatti. Very, 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 very excited to be here. There's a lot of new things going on. I got a website launch coming. I got a lot of rebranding stuff coming. There's a lot of just different things that I'm going to be doing, and this being one of them. I'm going to be bringing a new segment every single week. No hesitation. Every single week. No lapse in it. There's going to be every single week, and it's going to be called Purpose Points. You guys know the tagline. I'm just a man who learned to turn his pain into purpose. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And so I said, why not? Why not bring something like this? Why not bring something to the Purpose Points? Why I give you pointers every single week, and I show you how to turn your pain into purpose. So this is called, what's up, Leah? How you doing? This is called Purpose Points, where I give you pointers, where I give you keys, where I give you 3 tips, 5 tips, sometimes 10 tips. It might not be that much. Where I give you 10 tips on how to turn your pain into purpose. For those of you that don't know my story, I was addicted to alcohol for 10 years. That's great to hear. I was addicted to alcohol for 10 years of my life. I was addicted to Leo, real quick, why don't you go ahead and share this out? I really, really appreciate it. But for those of you who don't know my story, I was addicted to alcohol for 10 years of my life. I was a Division I college football player. Got caught up in the lifestyle. Got kicked off the team at Michigan State and ended up falling into a bad alcohol addiction, and realistically just went down a bad path of destruction and pretty much gave up on life for a lot of years until I said enough was enough. And I'm going to turn this thing around, and I decided to turn my pain into purpose. And now I travel around. I've been doing it the last year and a half. I've been traveling around, sharing my story with teens, sharing my story with college students, sharing my story with young adults. It's just been crazy. It's been nuts. So I'm excited. For those of you that are just joining me, we really appreciate you. Go ahead, if y'all could, just share this out real quick. I'm going to start doing live videos from my speaking page, but this is called Purpose Points, where I give you tips and I give you pointers on how to turn your pain into purpose. That's something that I know all too well about. And so go ahead and share this out. It's called Purpose Points. Without further ado, I'm going to get into it, man. And if you guys feel free to comment, absolutely. I'll answer questions. It doesn't matter, but I'm going to get into it. So here's what I'm going to start with. I'm going to start with overcoming your past. This is one that a lot of people struggle with. I know I did for years. My past haunted me. I couldn't shake it. I couldn't at all. And I started reflecting on things, and I started saying, man, Bobby, in order for you to move forward, you have to be able to put your past behind you. And until you do that, you're probably not going to succeed. But there's a few issues with that, and I'll be bringing some more points. But the first major issue on why a lot of people do not overcome their past is because they themselves, meaning myself, the next person, whoever it is, if you're struggling to overcome your past, one of the main reasons, and probably the biggest hindrance, is you have not forgiven yourself. You have not gotten over the guilt and shame. Let me say that again. One of the main reasons, and there's 3 to this, but I'm not going to bring all 3 today. I'm going to bring the next 2 in a couple weeks out. So now I'm going to bring the next one next week and the next one after. So the first one I'm going to share with you is this. The first one I'm going to share is overcoming your past. The first hindrance why a lot of people do not overcome the past is because you have not gotten over the guilt or the shame of your own past. Guys, who cares? We make mistakes. Aren't we allowed mistakes? Aren't we allowed the opportunity to learn from those mistakes? We have to understand that growth is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. Continually growing, becoming the best version of yourself each and every day. And that cannot happen if you don't learn from your past. I get it. We have done some crazy, crazy things in our past. I know that. I understand that. I've done some crazy things. I've done some things that I never want to ever tell anybody about. I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, we all make mistakes. We all go through things. We all go through seasons of life that sometimes, but those mistakes don't have to be who we are. And we don't have to let people tag us with those either. And have to sit there and defend those labels that people put on us because of mistakes that we made in the past. If you can take the mistakes that you made and turn it into growth, understand that growth is a lifestyle. Growth is a big time lifestyle. And in order for you to grow, you have to continually self-reflect, continue own it, continually do the things that you have to do in order to move forward. Only you can do that. So forgive yourself. Get over the guilt. Get over the shame. It's okay. It doesn't have to define who you are. Don't let the moments define you. Define the moments. I'm telling you. Let me say that one more time for my people out there. Do not let the moments define you. You define the moments. You might have done something. Something might have happened to you. That's not how you have to be remembered. You don't have to go out like that. You can turn that situation around and move forward and say, you know what? I'm going to define this moment. I'm not going to let it get the best of me. And this is a defining moment in my life that can either make me or it can break me. And if you can literally say, I'm going to let this make me, I promise you, you will infect so many people. And you will see things in yourself that you never thought were possible. The growth. I'll be honest with you. The growth that I've seen in my life, it amazes me some days. Because at one point in time, I didn't ever think this was capable. I didn't think this was capable at one point in time in my life. But I made a choice. You have to choose. I made a choice to say, you know what? I'm going to take all this back here, all this stuff. I'm going to take all of it, and I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go and help someone else. I'm going to figure out my life, and I'm going to go help someone else. Am I perfect? Nope. Make mistakes too, still. But I can tell you this. The big hindrances that were in my past, the big hindrances are not there anymore. They're not there anymore because I learned to overcome my past. I learned to get over the guilt and the shame. I understand that my past is not who I am. My past is a part of me. Yes, I'll give you that, but it's not who I am at all. It's just not that. Because I have done something different. I have reinvented myself. Shout out to Kellan for the headline. I reinvented myself into something different. And now people know me as something different. But I'm telling you, I couldn't do that unless I got over the guilt and the shame and forgave myself for the things that I've been through and realized that, man, you know what? I did have a mess here, but that doesn't have to be who I am. So let me continue to move forward. And there's other key points to this that I really want to go into, and I'm not going to go into tonight. But have to be able to move past your past by getting over the guilt and shame. That's the first one. I'm telling you, that's a big hindrance. A lot of things affect us. We can't forgive ourselves for things. It's human nature. We're just like, oh man, I did this and this and this. And there's other parts to that I will go into in the future. But if you guys have any questions, lay it out there. You know what I mean? We all deserve do-overs, man. I myself have had a few. We all deserve do-overs. It's okay. It's okay to do over a few times. But learn from the mistakes that you made. Learn from those and don't reinvent those mistakes and don't make those mistakes again. Learn from the history of what you've done. Learn from that and move forward. I promise you, if you can do that, you will more, without a shadow of a doubt, I promise you, you will do things in your life that you never thought you would be able to do. You would impact people by just being who you are, being real and transparent and owning it. Say, you know what? Yeah, I did do some of those things, but guess what? That's not who I am anymore. Make sure introduce those people to the new you. So that's all I have for tonight. If you guys have any questions, once again, let's recap real quick. Keys to overcoming your past. There's 3 keys to this, but I'm only bringing one tonight. I'll bring another one next Friday, and I'll bring another one the Friday after that. Three ways that people start to overcome their past and what they can do to overcome that. And the first one I brought to you tonight is People don't get over the guilt or the shame of the things that they did. I'm telling you, get over it. Forgive yourself. Understand. Give yourself some grace. Understand that you can learn from your mistakes. That growth is a continual process. Growth is a lifestyle. That those mistakes do not have to define who you are. Do not let the moments define you. You define the moments. I'm telling you, if you can do those things, you're on your way to overcoming your past. Guys, this is Purpose Points. As I was going to say, Pain Points. This is Purpose Points with Bobby Jones. I'm excited for all y'all that tuned in. Keep sharing this out. Keep spreading the word. This is going to get really bigger than ever. I can already tell. But I'm going to be starting to bring live videos from this page. So just letting y'all know that if you guys have any questions, drop them there. I'll wait a couple minutes, like a couple seconds, to see if you guys have any questions. If not, I'll definitely see y'all next week. And real quick, I'm going to be probably bringing something else on Tuesday. It's probably called 10-Minute Tuesday. I'm still working that out right now, but where I bring a 10-minute video on a topic, whatever that may be. So just if you guys have any questions, leave them down there. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. I really do. And understand, guys, experiences are the best teacher. Hands down, experience is the best teacher. And without those experiences, you cannot move forward, okay? And those will teach, I promise you. I promise you. Take it from me, I do know. So, if you guys have no questions, that's all I got for y'all, man. I love each and every one of you. God bless. And as always, all the glory to God. Love y'all.